The Doc is In is sponsored by Amada Senior Care.
And Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton back with us.
Yep, this morning he has some tips for how to weather the heat, and I feel like I should toss to you, Doc, by saying, "What up, dog?"
Yeah, it's not quite the dog part yet. I'll talk about that in a second. But it's really hot and it's humid, and this is pretty early in the season for that. But unfortunately, it's what we're dealing with right now. A lot of potential risk, especially over the next few days. As Justin just mentioned, maybe a slight reprieve today, but over the next 4 to 5 days, it's going to be a scorcher for this area.
Dog days of summer.
Our visiting folks from Arizona may be laughing at us right now for 95 degrees, but
probably
we'll throw that humidity in there. You can take that. But let's talk about this. It's not quite even the dog days. I mean, summer doesn't even start till tomorrow. The dog days of summer, technically, if you're looking up the definition, is going to be the end of July into August. But boy, is it hot and humid outside. And that means increased risk for badness and potentially ending up in the emergency department with heat-related illness. But what can you do about it? So there's 3 things that I thought about that could potentially encapsulate the entire idea of that. First and foremost is water. Staying well hydrated. This means throughout the day, into the night, especially if you're going to have some work or being outside for an extended amount the next day, being prepared. This is your body's main defense in terms of being able to control its own temperature. Finding shade, getting out of the sun, whether it's in a house, in your vehicle, but at least getting out of the direct sunlight. This can have a huge impact in allowing your body to keep up. And finally, a watch. Not just because watches are cool, but also because this can help you understand avoiding the hottest parts of the day. Working in the mornings and working in the evenings if you have to be outside. Avoiding those hottest parts of the day. This is a great time of the week and the year for a good siesta in the middle of the day and relaxing while taking advantage of those cooler parts of the morning and the evenings and being much safer from that. You know, a couple of easy things that you can do, because not everybody has the same risk factors, but there is true risk associated with the heat and temperature and humidity that we're dealing with, and you can actually take a few steps, protect yourself, and hopefully cooler weather and maybe rain is coming up over next week.
That's right. I think I can speak for both of us. We love a good siesta in the middle of the day. But quickly, Doc, before we go, if you have to be outside for work or what have you, are there certain clothings that you should wear or avoid wearing?
Lighter colored, loose clothing is going to be the key. And you want everything covered. We've talked about the sun-related illnesses before, so a hat that's going to cover your ears and your neck, anything that's potentially exposed, light-colored clothing that's not going to absorb the heat and the sunlight, and then, of course, the hydration and taking those breaks.
Definitely not the time for you to wear your black AC/DC shirt, folks.
No parkas this time of year.
Wait till the winter. Doc, thanks for coming in. Great to see you again. And obviously very, very important information. Listen closely what he has to say.